Alright, I don't know what day of the quarantine it is, but it's getting about time for me to get a haircut. I have Yan on my video chat down here supervising. I don't know if you can see. I don't know where I'm pointing the camera at actually. Somewhere down, yeah, down there somewhere in the corner. She's hidden behind the video feed that's coming from the back camera. So I've got a camera behind me. I've got the tripod for where we'll be looking at it. I got the mirror so we can see how it'll look when I give myself the haircut. All right. These are the tools that we're going to be using. It's going to be this Haddocker. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's something I got off of Amazon. It's a cordless clippers. Seems to work pretty good. Tells you how much battery percent there is. Has like an adjustable guide, so as you move that, well, let me pop this off. Do that with one hand, can I? There we go. So as you move this dial, it adjusts how far up and down the clippers go. One thing I don't like is that upper blade is nylon. We'll see how long that lasts, but for the price, it is what it is. Also came with six different guides, so we want those laid out so we have access to that. And then we'll see where we go. So I want the blade, I want to use as much of the blade as I can because I have pretty thick hair. So I don't know if I want that up or back. Actually, it's probably going to be more of a combination because that's not going to change your engagement of the nylon part, which is pretty thin. Not too happy about that. We'll see how it works. Alright, so normally I guess you'd sit down for this, but yeah, since we're not doing that, since I'm doing it myself, I don't really need to sit to get in a proper position. One thing I forgot to do is prep the vacuum, so I'll be right back. So yeah, I'm just watching on video on the monitor there. I've got my backup camera here, which could honestly actually be a little bit higher, so we're going to adjust that. No, that's as high as it goes. Never mind. It's going to stay where it is. And we're going to hope that I can see enough of the back of my head. That's one of the GoPros running out of batteries. So I'm kind of just doing it by feel, but I'm going up to about the crown, like maybe 3/4, 4/5 of the way up the head, just because I want to keep the top kind of long. Eventually I'll try to blend that in. So what I can do is I can also use a comb as a guide. If I can mash it up right and run it along the comb. And that cowlick is going to have to come down, so I feel like it's actually a little too long now, but it's cutting decently.
I think it's working out really well.
So what I kind of have to do is remember how high I'm going with this. And I'm going to want to go a step down on the next guide. And the same thing kind of here. Whoa, mirrors make things really weird. Try the other way. No, that doesn't really work either. Makes it a little easier if I actually go cross hand. What do you think? It's about even there? Maybe. Light's kind of terrible. I know. Realizing the downside of putting this board on the top of my laptop. So we're going to move that really quick. And it sits nicely in front. As I'm getting itchy, I might have to take this shirt off because that was a bad idea. Alright, shirtless PJ now. Just getting the dad bod ready for the eventuality. There we go. So, we used that sticker. Let's say we go 2 steps down. Let's see what that does. I'm gonna have the bottom short anyways, so maybe start low and then figure out where to blend the two in between. And I'm too far back from my mirror right now.
Then take your ears off.
I need more light, I think. It's really hard to see back there. So I kind of just picked a point, like right along the top of my ear that I'm kind of going to. Trying to feel it. I'll have to take a look in the back with a better mirror. Alright, it's starting to take shape now, right? Let's move this thing. Yeah, I need way more light in the back. Can you tell me how the back is? No, you're not going to be able to see, are you? This could use some work. Convenience. Before we start stepping around. Alright. Let's see this for now. Try and get a good light. Alright, we're back to continue this process. And it is a process. Realizing that definitely need to go higher in the back with a longer one. So we're going to go back to that. And you can see like how uneven it is right now. We'll work on that in a little bit. Unless I can kind of get it right by freehand. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, hack the cowlick off. It's working. Definitely cutting hair. So I think this is going to bring a new meaning to self-styled. Oh yeah, we definitely got to do some blending here. I can see some crud back here. Let's get it. Now the dangerous thing is the more I'm doing this, the more confident I'm getting, and that's just a dangerous recipe right there. I need more light. I really need more light. I'll be right back. Alright, so what I figured out is that since my monitor is way over there, I need to have the light a little bit offset, or the other phone a little bit offset, but now I stuffed the video light on it, and that makes this a little bit easier to do. Gotta like do a little bit of a squat. There we go. And now I can see exactly how high up I'm going. And the next one, let's get a blend. So I'm going to back the guide all the way down. Gives me a little bit extra distance. And all I'm trying to do is get it to be a nice even progression from where I did here and up here. So you can kind of see, if I turn this way, it's getting a little bit flatter. And I can take it down just a little bit lower than I just did, but I don't want to go as high as I was going before. I feel like up front here needs to be hacked down just a little bit. Just taking little pieces off now. Alright, what do you think? Should I go lower? Oh, the back's a little bit. The back right around the cowlick could use some work. But overall, it's not bad, right? Alright, we're going to be a little braver. Now that it's already okay, let's see if we can make it better than okay. I don't know. The transition of the back is what I'm really struggling with. A, because it's really hard to do this looking at a thing. I don't know if it's better to have it mirrored or not mirrored. I think it's better mirrored. But as I'm blending it into the loose hair, it's kind of struggling because I can't adjust the comb as a guide and run the razor as efficiently as I'd want. Better? How's that? Not too shabby, right? So we need some shears to cut the top. Actually, I think I want to cut this down a little bit more. So we're going to go up on this same guide. That's what you want to hear. Just a little bit of cutting, just nibbling into the fade. Alright, I'm gonna get stupid. I'm gonna try to do the top just to even it out. So I'm taking the longest guide, bagging it all the way down so it's the full 24 millimeters. That's a full inch. Actually, that's not gonna be enough. I don't really like this. It's all awkward and stuff. No, this is impossible. I'm better off with scissors. So, I'll be right back. I feel like this is a bad idea, but YOLO.
You gotta stop where you should stop, okay?
Yeah. I'm being told to not overdo it, but here I am. It's really hard to do in a mirror. It's one of those things that'd be easier to do for somebody else. Just evening it out. I don't want to cut off too much because one mistake could be bad. This is a terrible way to hold scissors. And you're just looking for the high spots and hacking those off. Tilting the scissors is very difficult. It's mostly the back that I'm worried about because it's really shaggy back there. I actually think the back can get buzzed. Let's do it. If I screw it up, I can just cut it all off, right? Actually isn't cutting much there. So you could probably just get away with the longest guide and then just go over the entire top. Since I'm doing it mostly by feel, I'll just see what I'm trying to do here. Please comment below if I'm screwing everything up. There we go. Yeah, so basically in the back it was like sticking up like a little peacock, and now just bring it down a size. And voila! Alright, let's see if we can get better lighting over here. I don't know if that's even helping.
No, it looks like it turned out well. Not bad.
Alright, let me know how I did. Follow up with some pictures after I take a shower.